Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Oh, what a juke into space.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy. Check 52. Check 15. Check 50.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Cardinals' 2-yard line.
On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon.
Switch it. Switch out.
They get it to him running left. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set. 60-or. 55.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Let's go. 15, 20. 15. Come on here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Ready?
Moore now. Looking to throw on second down. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. And out across midfield down to the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Down San Francisco.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Here we go. Let's go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Squeeze. Go.
On first down, Mixon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rose. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. To throw on 3rd down. Rose going deep here for Landry. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Moore. Throwing again. And his throw here's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Landry now on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now more. Off-play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. There he goes left side. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. Fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. The point after is good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
218, chop. Go.
From the gun, Moore. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
These two teams all tied after one.
On the set. You draw Corker. Step.
Off the play fake. Throws. And Thomas has it. Gets through, and now an opening. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run. On 1st and 10. Rose. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A good game there on 1st down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
60 outlaw.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
To throw is Moore. Throwing on first down. And Walker has it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Hey, alert 3.
To throw on second down. Moore. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Moore from the gun on third down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now Landry. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
On the ready.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
51 to line, boy, 51. Greystone, travel.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Go.
On third down, Carson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down, Rose. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Looking to throw. Rose. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Second and 11. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Off play action. Rose. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No first down.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
More now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Moore now from the downhill throw. This one into the hands of Hurd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Break.
57, Mike 57. I'm going to back to you. I'm going to back to you. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Time to go. Night.
Now.
Here's Moore on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Fight.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Let's get it.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He can run for it, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well,
and they caught it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go,
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
3 bucks.
Back to throw. Throws. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And able to find Kirk complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Go!
Watch the safety creep. Shoot. Watch twins.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, and that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It's going to be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? This is Carson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's fourth down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The run is turned away on fourth and goal from the 2. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you guys, last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We get down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. They'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Rose. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Throws. And that's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. They're going to try and throw. He gets it to Thomas. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Now, here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now Moore. Off the play fake. And his throw is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I got you.
Now Moore. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Throws. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
He's checking.
Protein spill. Hey, Haywood.
On 1st down, throws. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for him. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Throws. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Carson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chris Carson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Samson Abuka. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Off the play fake. Moore. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That's taken on the 25. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that.
It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Rose. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Rose. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Back to throw. Rose. And no, it's incomplete. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The throw complete here to Williams. Williams loses the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. On 1st down, Mixon, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. And he's going to go down again. Kimball Beckwith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Looking to throw. Moore. And the pressure gets to him again. Samson Abukum able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
We got double up.
To throw again. Rose. It's completed to Caldwell. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Rose. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back to throw. Rose. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Hey, box drop.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rose. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Rose. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Niners, it'll be a 5.